Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is the Demon. Today, this is really exciting because it's the first time they're releasing buffs in this game. Now, I've gone through it real quick just to see what's up, just to see what's going on, and but I'm gonna give you guys kind of my first impressions here. And yeah, some characters are getting buffs, and we're gonna check them out. It's really exciting. So, first of all, no more Chopper stealing your MVP. Let me remove this mouse. For the simple fact that they're gonna change how much score you earn for healing. So if you're a Chopper main or a Vivi main, fuck you. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding, guys. Relax. Hey, relax, guys. Choppers are not that bad. But like honestly, getting a 10,000 score Chopper, while impressive, it's a bit dumb that the Chopper could always steal your MVP just because he heals a lot more. Not saying the Chopper players can't get MVP, it's just that the healing makes it a bit too easy. So yeah, that's nice. That's nice. You also get, I don't know if they're increasing how much you get for filling up the gauge of the flag, and also you also get the amount. It changes also how many points you get from combat within your teams. So I guess if you're fighting in your thing, you get more points because you're actually defending the flag while you're fighting on it. So that's cool. Alright, anyways, these are just nice things to help the score be more balanced, which I already thought it was okay. Now it's great. Good job, game. Good job. Alright, so first of all, adjustments to normal attacks. So Boa's attacks and Kuzan's attacks, so Aokiji, are gonna hit more easily now, which is nice, which is very nice. Obviously, you don't want characters to be worse because their attacks don't hit, right? We know Timeskip Luffy's attacks hit through everything, no matter what, right? So at least having this is good. It's good. I like it. Thank you very much, game. They also did Django, but who plays Django besides Dofi, right? And now even Dofi's not gonna use him because he has Dofi now. So yeah. Okay. Anyways, reduce cooldown of Whitebeard by about 10 seconds for his first skill, which is really nice. Really nice. Making Whitebeard even more usable. He also got a buff, so that's cool. Wapol also now deals more damage, making Wapol a tanky, but now he can deal a bit more damage, which is always really nice. Aokiji reduced both skills by about 7 seconds, which is really nice. So again, making him better, like they're making these guys better, so that's good. And Vivi, I think this is the free-to-play Vivi, she gets more damage from her skills. And I don't know if her skills always dealt damage. It says that it did. I don't remember it doing, but maybe it does. Or maybe this is the healing she does. I don't know. But it's increased. So she's more usable now, which is nice. Yay. Okay. Anyways, this is the coolest thing, right? Traits. So Boa changed from when using skill 1, reduce the cooldown of skill 2 by 15%. Just meh. Now every time you're above 70%, you're just gonna get your skill 2 faster by 50%, which is really nice. So that makes her like able to use her skill 2 more often, because you want to stay above 70% HP. Every time you use skill 1, reducing skill 2 by 15% isn't much, right? So as long as you stay at high HP, you're gonna get your skill 2 much faster. And before, it used to be when your team has more treasure secured, boost cooldown reduction speed of skill 1 by 50. Well, now they replace it with the HP. But now when you're winning as well, so they replace that with increased damage dealt by 20. So you're just dealing more damage. You don't need the cooldown reduction, and you're dealing more damage. And Boa was really lacking in the damage department. Like, when I say really, I mean big time. Like, Boa was almost borderline unusable, which is sad to say about a Bounty Fest character. So I'm really happy they did that. Right? Okay, Whitebeard. Before, he used to have when HP is 30% or lower, increase crit rate by 300% for 20 seconds. Now it's when HP 30% or lower, increase defense by 30% for 20 seconds. This is one of the things. I think Frankie has the same thing. Now, I even considered Frankie better than Whitebeard because Frankie had more tankiness than Whitebeard when he was low. And I really like that. So I thought that Frankie was better than Whitebeard because he was more tanky. So Whitebeard getting even tankier is really good. So thank you, game. That's good. Make Whitebeard more usable. Don't make a Frankie better than Whitebeard, because Frankie's free to play, kinda, because you can buy his shards, and Whitebeard's Bounty Fest. So getting shafted like that sucks, because a lot of people summoned for Whitebeard when he first came out. And yeah, that makes Whitebeard much better, and I really like that. Kid, I think, got a nerf. So before, when you KO an opponent, reduce cooldown of skill 1 by 30%. So I think that means that every time you KO, you could get the gloves and shit much faster. Now it's when you receive damage, 5% chance to increase speed by 30% for 20 seconds. That sucks. That's a big sucky. That's a no bueno. Like, what is so every time you take a hit, 5% chance is not that bad, but increasing speed is good because you will chase down people faster. But compared to his other thing, it's much worse now. And now also when you are in your team's treasure area, boost cooldown reduction speed of skill 2 by 50. That was good. Now, not that bad, not that good, but it was okay. Now when you're in the team's treasure area, boost cooldown reduction speed of skill 1 by 50. So that's really nice. Actually really nice, because even though you lose out on the fact that you get your cooldown much faster, now you can get it much faster if you're in their territory, which is really nice. And it's a skill 1. I think if skill 1 is his gloves, then this is really good. If skill 1 is his throw thing, then it's really meh. But in general, I think he got a nerf in some ways and a buff in some ways. But in general, I think this is pretty meh for Kid. Not that good compared to the others who got a straight buff. Like, Whitebeard wasn't a straight buff, but he's a tank, so you want him to be more tanky, so it is a buff in my eyes. Okay, Kuzan. When your team has more treasure secured, boost the cooldown reduction speed of skill 1 by 50. Was okay, you know. But now when using skill 1, increase defense by 30%. Boom! See, the thing with Kuzan, I always felt like there was a bit of tankiness lacking within Kuzan, right? With the amount of damage green characters can deal nowadays, Kuzan just didn't feel like he could tank enough. Right now with this, using skill 1, you get 30% for 20 seconds. 20 seconds is a good amount. This is the nice buff. I really like it. Now, especially with the fact that you can hit much easier. So, it's really nice. Because just getting your skill 1 much faster, you already got the reduction, right? You already got a skill down reduction. So, you don't need to do that. And I really like that. I really like that. So, very nice. Vivi, also. The free one, the one who just got a buff in stats, also got when your team has less. Before she used to be when you're losing, boost cooldown reduction speed of dodge by 50, and it became when your team is losing, increase capture speed by 50, which is nice. It's nice. That's a really good trait, guys. This is really good. This almost makes her viable. And then when there are 60, so when last 60 seconds, boost cooldown reduction speed of skill 1 by 50. Here's the last 60 seconds, boost cooldown reduction speed of skill 1 by 100. That means you just get skill 1 every time 60 seconds. So that's a straight buff to her skill, which is always nice. But the first one, that's the big thing. She's a runner and she can capture much faster nowadays, and that's really good. That's really good. So if you see a Vivi in your team, it's not kind of an auto loss anymore because you could capture flags when you're losing, which is nice. Arm point chopper, so that's the one that came out with Sky Zoro. When your allies are not near the treasure where you're at, so when you're alone, boost cooldown of dodge by 50. Now, when you're 80%, when your HP is 80% or higher, resist stagger effect. That's actually really good. Is that a buff though? That's definitely a buff because when your allies are not near the treasure where you're at, boost reduction speed of dodge. That makes you survive more, but you don't get staggered when you're 80% and above. That's actually really fucking good. Is that gonna make him viable though? I don't think so, but it's nice. It's nice. I think as a chopper player, you should be really happy if you're with arm point. Yeah. So, yeah. And Kaya got 3 things. So, when there's 60 seconds, so last 60 seconds, boost cooldown reduction speed of skill 2 by 50%. Now, you just get it. In the last 60 seconds, you just get your skill. So, guys, honestly, like when this happens, when a skill like this happens, last 60 seconds, you get it, use it. Even if there's no reason to use it, might as well use it, right? So, try to be in a situation where you'll use it before the last 60 seconds, because as soon as 60 seconds procs, you get the skill again. So it's important not to waste it, right? Also, the second one, when a character from your team is KO'd, increase team boost gauge by 3%, now it's to 5%. So that's a straight buff. That's really nice. It's not amazing, but it's better than what it used to be, so that's cool. When HP 70% or higher, reduce damage received. Now when your team loses treasure, increase team boost gauge. Okay, so you're gonna use Kaya mainly to proc the team boost now, because yeah, she's gonna be really good at procking the team boost as the only one who does that. So that's cool. And I'm really happy. So that's it for what they did. Nothing too major, right? They just buffed a few characters and changed some characters, not necessarily a nerf. Like Kid, some people are saying it's a nerf. It's not the biggest nerf I don't see, but I'm not a Kid player, so I can't really say. And for Chopper, I don't think it's a nerf or a buff. It's just a different thing. But I think it's a cool change. And I really hope they keep doing this, honestly. Like, I'm not expecting it to happen often, but I hope, because I'm planning on making this a series, right? So this is going to be Buffs and... I don't know what I'm gonna call it, but something like that. Buffs episode 1 or something like that. Buffs and Nerfs part 1 or number 1, something like that. And yeah, I'm really happy they're doing this, because in a PvP game, you always want balance. And this is the best way to do balance, right? You can't expect every character to come out to be perfect. Sure, technically, they've done this before for 2 stars and 3 stars, but no one uses those anyways. And it was not that nice. So yeah, this is much nicer. And I'm really happy that they did this, and it's great. It's great for the future of the game, because it shows that they care. You know, they're not just gonna sit here and say, hey, you summoned for Aokiji, okay, he's not that good anymore, well, fuck him. No, they're like, yo, we're gonna work on him. Yeah, Vivi was free to play. Yeah, we're gonna make her more viable now. Yo, Kaya, no one uses Kaya? Okay, let's give her a purpose, right? Because for a long time, she was a healer, but there were better healers. At least now she has a purpose, right? So if you have a strategy that you always want your team boost much faster, then she's great, right? And I'm really happy that they did this. It's fucking good for the game. It's good for everything. There's no bad things to having buffs and nerfs. So I'm really happy they did this. Anyways, I'm gonna cut this short because I'm gonna go back to farming Pokemon Masters. I've been addicted to that game, and yeah, I'll do one run here to complete my dailies, and then I'm out. So yeah, that being said, hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you guys think of these buffs and nerfs, and peace.